Yeah. I sit out here in my vehicle right now, and I'm parked about a block away from where a 30-something-year-old black female was murdered a couple days ago. And it gets back to me, because I refuse to watch the video. It gets back to me that people pulled out their phones and recorded the aftermath instead of calling for some help, which I find very tacky and in poor taste. And of course, they're going to go after just the black men who did it instead of helping her. Now, one of the people very critical about how the black men were behaving, because it wasn't only black men, but we going to take the brunt of this shit, is a black police officer. He was like saying, cowards, this, that, and the fourth. And I'm like, dude, you're an ESU police officer. You have an AR and a sidearm. Somebody busting off on someone. What are we supposed to do? Yeah, don't record it. I know that. That's really tasteless and very, very... And it's just... No, don't record it at all. Now, not everybody's trained to give help. The lady was shot in her face, for God's sake. There's really nothing a civilian can do about that. And you telling me a model citizen can carry a gun in New Jersey? Open carry. No, it's no open carry in New Jersey. Hell, when you have it in your car, you have to have the gun disarmed, meaning no bullets in it. None. Not even one in the fucking chamber. And what is an average everyday black man gonna do? Yeah, I understand when you mad at the Pookies and Ray Rays, but you always hear black women and black simps always talking this nonsense about what are the black men doing to protect black women. But they are glancing over the fact that, for sure, my neighbor that I grew up with knew the girl, knew that she used to live on the block, knew that she was messing with the wrong type of men, and she got targeted and murdered. Unfortunately, it had to be in front of her kids, which is so messed up. That is very messed up. That I do agree with. And I do not justify her being murdered. But the company you keep, what you gravitate to, has consequences. Now, that piece of shit that shot her wasn't even from this city. That piece of shit, he needs to be under that jail. He needs to pay for what he did. But stop making it sound like this was a tragedy. Unfortunately, it wasn't as tragic as you thought it was. And this brings up something that's very uncomfortable for a lot of black women to deal with as well. And I always repeat it because I actually heard this come from a YouTube friend of mine, the antisocial socialite, and she said it. Black women are the victim of their own bad decision making. Now, once again, let me reiterate, she did not deserve to be murdered, especially in front of the children. Them kids are going to be traumatized for life. Somebody keep an eye on those children of hers. She was 35 years old with 3 children, messing around with the wrong type of guys, wrong type of guy, which got her involved in stuff that she shouldn't have been involved with, but she was a willing participant. See, nobody talks about things of this nature. It's always, she can wild out, she can be as disrespectful, as hood, as classless as she can be, but a black man is supposed to treat her as a queen. That's not going to happen. You're going to realize when you cross the wrong type of degenerate, that dude is going to put something in you, guy or girl. They don't discriminate. They don't value life. And this is why they shouldn't be the company you keep. But go ahead, keep saying, oh, what black men need to do and what they did messed up at the scene. Okay? I could tell you any dumb Negro would do something like that. But don't throw black men under the bus collectively over that. And like I said, a black police officer was very critical about what black men should be doing and how you calling everybody on the scene a coward. Now, imagine I was in a vicinity, off duty, not one piece of first aid kit with me, even though my car was parked maybe just 50 feet away. There was nothing I can do. Once you put pressure on the wounds, you can't let go. She was shot multiple goddamn times. What is a regular citizen supposed to do? The crime is the problem. The heinous act is the problem. Stop making this sound like it's just a black man problem. I'm tired of this whole narrative that it's a black man problem. When these chicks out here be knee deep and niggerdom. Knee deep in it. Hell, how many cases have we heard about? A few cases lately. If you listen to Jada Black like I do, a educated black woman killed her ex-boyfriend for breaking up with her. Another one recently murdered her boyfriend for cheating. You telling me these chicks out here are saints? No, they're not. That don't justify them being murdered. But like I said, when you put yourself in that type of life, you put yourself in danger. I'd say that to any of these Negroes out here on the corner right now acting up. I already had to tell one, yo, I patched your leg up when you got shot back in August, bro. You can't move like you used to. You in trouble. You sure be safe out here. I can't talk you down off the cliff. I could talk you how to traverse the cliff a little bit better, but I don't want you to get killed. As annoying as what you do in my neighborhood is, I still don't want to see you get killed. Because I had cousins who were redeemable. Because they actually went for redemption and they actually succeeded at that. Anybody can go for redemption before you're too far gone. If you become a straight up murderer, no. I don't care about that. You're going to have to serve your time first. Then we can talk about redemption. But when you are on the cliff and you're about to just jump off and plunge and do something really stupid, you really need to understand. You need to be pulled back. Some people will pull themselves back. They can be redeemed. Murderers, not so much. But anyway, when did it become just a black man problem? Like I said, and I reiterate, they should not have pulled out their videos and recorded that. Those damn children, somebody go over to the children, make sure those children are safe. Make sure somebody's there to comfort them. They saw something that's going to haunt them for the rest of their lives. As for saving that female, there was nothing anybody could do. So I'm tired of everything. Every time a black woman gets murdered, it's always a tragedy and we're a black man protecting them. But every time, let's say I walk out my house, me, average schmo, don't get into trouble, get murdered. Nobody gonna say anything. People around the hood are gonna say this. Oh man, I knew him, y'all. I used to see him walking his dogs, man. He ain't do nothing to nobody, yo. That's messed up. That's about the extent I'm gonna get. But guess what? She got a mural out there right now with candles around it. You get what I'm saying? So, you want us, who nobody gives a shit about technically, when it comes to hood politics, nobody gives a fuck about the everyday brother who's trying to stay out of trouble. No one gives a shit. But we're supposed to be model citizens. And a lot of us are compassionate. But if they're not in the area and we're not in the area to be compassionate and protective, you can't hold Pookie and Ray Ray to that same level of standard. But you love Pookie and Ray Ray. Apparently she did. And it cost her her life. But I digress. So anyway, y'all, because I'm a fury, I'm here, and now I'm out. Peace.